In this demonstration we're going to make pickles by first making a rice bran paste or a nuka paste. Add salted vegetables to it for about 1 or 2 days. This daikon's actually been there for about a month. It should be really tasty.
Nuka is simply rice bran, which is the outer shell of the whole grain. This particular product has salt and some flavorings in it, and this one is only rice bran with no flavorings. I'm going to demonstrate the easier method. The salt, which is in the nuka paste, draws the water out of the vegetables. This water contains sugars which react with the lactobacilli and the yeast. The byproduct of the lactobacilli action is lactic acid, which is sour. The vegetables then kind of reabsorb that flavor, which gives them their sour pickle flavor. I'm simply following the directions on the pack, which say to add 450 milliliters of water. I'm not going to pour all of it in at once because I want to make sure that the consistency is that of, say, wet sand. You don't want it to be too wet. That looks good. Now, because this is a new batch of nuka paste, it needs to start fermenting. There are 2 ways that you can do that. One way is to, say, add some apple peels along with, say, some carrot peelings. Put them in the nuka and let that ferment for about 2 or 3 days. Another way is to simply add about a half a cup of an old nuka. And refreshing the old nuka paste, which has become a little wet, is pretty much the same process. Just want to add a little bit of nuka and stir it up. And again, it should be about the consistency of wet sand. Well, here's some vegetables I plan on pickling. I have some little turnips or kabu, eggplant, carrot, and this is the top to the turnip. I'm going to rub them in salt and then put them into the nuka paste. For your container, you want to use a non-corrosive material. I use glass because it's easy to clean. If a ceramic vessel is available, that would be good.
Pickles that come out of a new batch of nuka paste will be salty and not very sour. But with daily use, the lactobacilli colonies will grow and produce more and more lactic acid. This will make pickles that will become more sour and flavorful.
Something that you really have to be careful of is cleanliness. Every time that you take a pickle out and then stir it up, you should make sure that you wipe down the edges so that there's no nuka paste on the edge or on the insides of the lid. This can be a breeding ground for microorganisms that you don't want, and mold. Okay. So put this, I keep mine in the refrigerator, so I'll put this in the refrigerator until tomorrow or the next day and see how it comes out. Okay, our vegetables have been in the nuka paste for overnight. Take them out. Well, here's a look at the pickles now that they're done. They have a good flavor. It's still a little salty, not very sour because it's a new Nuka paste, but they're all right. I have another batch ready to go. This time I'm using cucumbers and some little red radishes. I've already salted and rubbed them. I'll put them into the Nuka. Even if you don't add new vegetables to the Nuka, you still have to stir over the top. That'll prevent mold from forming. Oh, there's another one in there.